Okay, so we're going to get started on turning our theater website into an actual HTML and CSS website. So the first thing we're going to do, just make a new folder for the project, and we're going to call it theater website. You can call it, whatever you want, the name of the project, the name of the play, whatever makes sense. All right. So we open that up. And, nothing fancy. All right, we're going to make two folders inside. The CSS folder and the IMG folder for our images. Okay, all right, so now I've got that created. I'm going to go here to Visual Studio Code. Open up a new window. Drag my folder into the new window. We're all set. All right. So do the same old thing, right? Index.html. Create that file. We type an exclamation point in the return key, and there we are. All right, our HTML is now created, and I'm just going to go call this. The play I'm working with is called, To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm going to add a little more. And I'll save that. And I'm going to open up with live server. There we go. There's my title, To Kill a Mockingbird. SUNY New Paltz main stage production. All right. So we're underway. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take a look and just put all of my HTML tags, right, based on the content for my site. Now, you may not always work this way. We're going to start this way just as a warm-up, right, to kind of remember what type of HTML tags there are. So let's go ahead, and I have just going to, let's say, I'm going to open up a text document, and here is my content, right? Again, it's just the raw content. There's no design at all. This is literally just the words that are going to be on the page. Now, I don't have a design for this site. Rather than try to show you how I'm recreating my design, I just want you to go through the steps working with yours. This is going to be a generic opening. Okay, so I've got, a title. I've got some paragraphs. I've got looks like a button to buy tickets now. And then, maybe this will be like a list of the dates and times. And then I got a bunch of other stuff down here. We'll go through this item by item, and what I'm going to do is just lay out the tags, right? And I'm just going to do the tags. I'm not actually even going to do the content. I just want to see the tags, okay? So, all right, so we've done the first one, right? We've got the title, and the title is in the head section, so we won't see that on the page. We see it up here in the top tab. So the next thing, right, all my tags are going to go inside the body. So the first one I want to use is called an H1, or a heading tag. Okay, and that's where I'm going to put my To Kill a Mockingbird, and maybe the main stage productions. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So now the second thing, right, the main stage. It looks like it's like a paragraph. So I'm going to go ahead and add a paragraph. And I've got another paragraph. That covers those two. And now what have I got next? And now it looks like I got a button and a paragraph, so we'll just add those. And I'm going to add a couple of tabs here. And tabs are common to be used in order to get your content to kind of group up, so you can sort of get a better visual sense of what your page content will be. So I've got a heading, right? That's what H1 stands for. There are 6 levels. The H1 is the largest, going down to H6, which is the smallest. P stands for paragraph. B, a button, right? That's going to be. Okay, so we've got tags for the first batch of stuff. Now we've got this. All right, I'm going to put a space in here. All right, so we've got an unordered list. And that's going to be my times here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to use a little Emmet trick. Emmet will, right, we've got our Emmet abbreviation. We can see right there. If we hold down the Shift key and type a multiplication sign, and then number 8, then when I hit return, I'll get 8 of my LIs. Now you could just do 1 and then do copy paste. That's certainly acceptable. Nothing wrong with that. All right, and then I've got, okay, I think I'm going to treat that as another paragraph. And then I've got date and times, 12. Oh, these look like the same stuff. Okay, so I think I'm going to make a little modification here. I'm just going to get rid of that set. So a little extra copy paste. Okay, so now I have a title. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So what that means is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to add an H2. Okay. So that's better. So now date and times will be my H2. I got performances. I've got this thing, book by. Yeah, I'm going to put that underneath. Okay, and this will be the book by. Okay, great. I'm just going to save this now, and you'll see, right, that even though there's no content, right, there's a little button treatment. There are these bullets. This is my list items. So it's working, right, and it's starting to show stuff. As soon as I put some content in, this will start to fill this out. Okay. And these all look like, right, they follow kind of a similar pattern, right? There's some kind of heading, and then the content, and heading, and the content. So I'm going to go ahead and do this as an H3. And then I'm going to do a P for paragraph. Okay. And how many of these do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've, I'll just do a copy paste. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. We're all saved. We got our stuff working. And that's our first step. Now, what's useful here, right, is just without getting too involved in all the content, is we just are practicing putting in our tags, right, seeing how our tags match up to our content. All right. Now we're going to put our content in. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy right inside the H1, and I'm going to go ahead and save, and you'll see we're starting to get the main stuff. And as I do this, To Kill a Mockingbird, I'm not sure if I really want Main Stage Productions in the header. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to add it in another paragraph underneath. Sort of set that. That's better. Okay. Now the next item. Copy that paragraph, and I'm going to put it right in between the two tags. Okay, there we go. And you'll start to notice, right, that different parts of the file are colored differently. So all my tags, right, are red. The brackets around, or the greater than less than symbols around, are light blue. And then the text content that's going to be visible on screen is white, right? And as you get more comfortable doing the code, you'll start to notice, right, that there are certain colors that match to certain parts of the content. And when you've made a mistake, the colors will not look right, right? So for example, right, I've now ruined my closing p tag and it's turned white. And if I go ahead and save this, you'll see that it shows up, right, as text, right? Which is not what I want, right? It's obvious it's actually an error. When I put the right format back, you'll see it changes back to the blue and the red. And now when I save it, it's disappeared, right? It doesn't really have much impact on my page. And different tags will have different impact, right, about whether it's really broken or not, okay? But you'll start to notice those kind of things is when the colors don't seem to apply correctly. It's usually an indication that there's a mistake. Whoops, take that space out. I don't need that. Okay. All right, just working our way through. I'm going to just go ahead and just paste all the ones I need to here temporarily. So I don't have to keep going back and forth. Okay, and I'm just going to close up. Okay, and I save that. And there you go, right? We're starting now to fill in the content. You can see that our HTML is starting to pull itself together. Not terrible, right? Just plain old stuff. What have we got left? Okay, so we've got the book. We'll put that there. And then the same, I'm going to do the same thing. Did before. Bring all of it in. Right, and then we'll just okay, and there's all our content. Everything is now in place. All right. Our next step will be to style this up, make it look like something. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here, and we'll start working on the CSS basics in the next video.